Today we're going to learn about remainders with place values. So what we're going to use in this lesson will be division, and the type of interpretation we'll use for division is how many in each group interpretation. So let's look and see what a place value chart looks like. There's ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. And this is how we can represent it. Let's do an example of 41 divided by 3. What would that look like in a place value chart? I'll give you a moment to show that. Okay, so it's 4 tens and 1 1 in the place value chart. Now, how many equal groups will we divide 41 into? That's right, it's 3 in this case. So now we need to draw 3 groups, and we need to share 4 tens equally. So how many tens would go in each group? So we need to draw the place value discs as you distribute 4 tens into 3 groups, like you're dealing cards to 3 players in this case. So what does it show in this case? So 1 10 in each group with 1 10 remaining. How can we divide the remaining 10? So we need to unbundle a 10 as 10 ones to make it even. And I'll give you a moment to draw that. So what did we do? We drew an arrow to the remaining discs in the tens place and drew 10 more in that place. So how many ones do you have now total? Great, so we have 11 ones. Now we need to divide those 11 ones equally into 3 groups. Divide 11 ones into 3 groups by distributing 1 to each group. How many ones are remaining? Yep, there's 8. And are there enough to distribute again? In this case, yes, we can distribute another 1 to each group. How many are left now? Okay, that's 5. We can distribute again. We will have 2 remaining. This is what a remainder looks like. And with the remainder showing as 2, what is the answer now? That is correct. The answer is going to be 13 with the remainder 2. Now we're going to do something completely different. We're going to do a word problem to check and see if there's any mistakes in this one. So the problem is, K-Man says that 94 divided by 3 is 30 with a remainder of 4. He reasons this is correct because 3 times 30 plus 4 equals 94. What was Caveman made? Explain how he can correct his work. So in this case, if we show it in the place value chart, what does 94 look like in the place value chart? I'll give you a minute to draw that. So in this case, how many groups do we have to show? Correct, it's in 3 groups. That's what we're dividing it into, is 3 groups. Now we distribute the tens in the 90 part evenly into the 3 groups. I will give you a minute to do that. So in each group we can divide evenly 3 tens in each group, with no more tens remaining to be able to separate. So now we can distribute the ones into each group to see how we can distribute them evenly. I will give you a minute to do that. I will give you a minute to do that. So now what are we left over with in this case? That's right, there is 1 remaining. So the answer to the problem is going to be 31 with the remainder of 1. So his mistake was that his remainder is greater than the divisor itself. So he could have divided even more. So instead of 30, we're making 31 groups in this case. So the math problem, instead of that 3 times 30 plus 4, in this case would actually be 3 times 31 plus 1. Thank you so much for watching this lesson. Until next time, we'll see you again soon.